Building. I hope y'all are doing well. This is Nola. We about to do the City Girls tonight. Saucy Santana. We're gonna do a little bit of Uzi, and we may drop in a little bit of Diddy. I hope y'all having a good night so far. Let's get into this reading. What? 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 All right, I'm ready. We're gonna do this a little bit different tonight. What? Make sure you hit the like button as you come in. Make sure you hit the like button as you come in to the chat. We're going to go ahead and hit the City Girls up. What's happening? What they going to do? How they going to do it? Is Saucy Santana dividing them? What's the situation? Let's see. Let's go on my other part. We're going to see. Oh, we got 3 people so far. I know it's going to build more than that. Hey. People are saying they're not getting the notifications. Alright, let me see if I can do this on Instagram. What's up? Make sure you hit that like button. People are saying they're not getting any notifications. Hit the like button as you come in. Hey, Mystic Luna, I'm in the building. What's up, baby? You alright? KBN. What's up? Little bit. What's up? What's up? Empress. Baby from Trinidad. What's up? Veronica's in the building. We have Tila in the building. Alright. Talk to me now. We're going to make this happen. You got your notification? Good. Alright. You were notified. Alright. Y'all had me worried for a minute, y'all. Okay. But still, I'm going to go ahead and send out another little request. Since people are saying they're not getting notified. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's get into it. We're going to do this a little bit different tonight. But let's go ahead and drop that in the chat. Yeah. Don't forget to hit the like button. We're about to get started. We're going to wait for a few more minutes. While I'm waiting, how y'all doing tonight? What's up? Talk to me. Y'all doing good? Yeah. If you follow me on Instagram, you knew I was coming, period. I told Instagram I'm coming, baby. You know what I'm saying? We got the City Girls. We're going to drop off of here. We're going to have... What's up, Amar? You in the building, baby? 3 Buckhead. That's you? I would have never guessed. Jesus. I've seen that thumbnail before. So glad I'm back. Thank you. I'm so glad I'm back too. Alright. I would have never guessed that was you. I see that all the time. You know, I be questioning them thumbnails. Good vibes and good energy. What's up? Living fancy. Period. Good vibes and good energy. Yeah, don't make me cut up now. You know, I'll have to go there with you. But we going to start this off with good vibes, like she said, and good energy. Again, this is your girl, Blue Nola. I am in the building to do our new reading, which is actually going to be on the City Girls. This is something we talked about maybe a couple of days ago. As you guys know, they've been together for quite a while. And, I like the City Girls, actually. But they do seem to be, there seems to be a little bit of trouble in paradise as it relates to their friendship. So Camilla said no notification. All right. So I'm about to I just sent something out to make sure, but I can't guarantee it, guys. I wish I could, but a lot of people, some people are telling me they got it and some people are telling me they didn't get it. So the only thing I can suggest is to unsubscribe and subscribe, and then hopefully that'll fix the problem. Make sure you update your YouTube too. So stupid, YouTube. Yeah, I said that, YouTube. You're so stupid. So anyway, I'm just letting Instagram know that I am in the building. And so that's all I'm doing right now. I'm letting Instagram know I am in the building. All right, so we're going to do this a little bit differently tonight. So moderators, I already told you guys that you're going to have to control the chat. Tonight, the way this is going to work, I am going to strictly go off of questions. I'm going to treat this as if I am on my own doing this reading, and just, you guys are not here. So, in order to do that, my moderators are going to have to control the chat. We will not be on this reading for 3 hours. It's just not going to happen. What we're going to do is I'm going to get started with the questions I have. I will take a few questions from the audience. Allowing clients to purchase one question reads. I have a website where they can purchase 3 question reads. I hate the one question readings. I hate them. I truly hate them. Let me tell you, you will be nickeled and dimed with one question readings. You will never ever. I tried it before because people will start saying, well, you know what? I'm gonna save a little bit of money. So what you'll end up having is a bunch of one question readings for $25 versus a $65 reading versus a $100 reading versus a $125 reading. So the $60 reading is already low enough. And then I'm gonna go even lower, right? And you got to remember, I'm offering video and I'm offering phone. It's okay when I'm on the phone, but when I'm doing a video, that's like saying I got to gear up just to do one question, right? So that's literally a no for me, you know. That's literally a no for me. It's a good idea, and I've thought about it before, but when I tell you, I tried it on my own website. It didn't even have to be somebody else's website. I actually, put it on my website, and I found that, I was getting less and less. I found that I was getting less and less, regular readings and more of those. And you, at this point, you're just nickel and diming yourself, right? But they take forever to get through. What you mean? I miss those one question super chats. Yeah, I like those too. Let me tell you that. And I'm keeping it real with y'all, just so y'all will know, not even just for Blue Nola, but for other people. Just think about it like this. Unless you're charging $20 a question, right? If you're charging $5 and $10 and you're doing, let's say you do 30 people, right? And you're charging $10. How much is 30 people times 10? Let's just do 30 times 10. How much is 30 times 10? So I'm going to get on YouTube and do 30 times 10. That's $300, right? Then YouTube is going to take a percentage. So by the time YouTube takes a percentage, I may get $219, right? Because you got to remember, with the super chats, YouTube is going to take a percentage. All right? That's $300. But if I took those same 30 readings and charged them at my lowest price point on YouTube, on my website, I'm making $1,800. So am I going to go and do 30 readings for $300? Or am I going to try to sell 30 readings for $1,800? You know what I'm saying? Like, the only way that makes sense to me is if you're doing a treat, if you're doing a giveaway, if it's just like a thing where you're just like trying to, just doing a little something, right? But financially, that just, to me, it makes no sense. And when you get off those lives, you be needing a break for 2-3 days, right? So am I going to be striving to make $300, or am I going to be striving to make $1,800? And that's just at your lowest price point, right? I'm just doing it at the lowest. So while I do enjoy it, even say, for example, you do the $20 one, and we're going to get to the reading. We do the $20 one for 40 people. That's $800. I do that same $20 one for 40 people. Let's see. I do that same one. I do 40 people. Let me clear this out. Okay, hold on. I do 40 people times, just do the lowest price point. That's $2,400. So this is why I kind of got away from it, because it's like I'm putting a lot of energy into it. Now, it did bring more clients to me. So maybe we'll start doing that, where we'll do one question reading. But then people started becoming impatient and just making drama. And, I was like, oh no. So anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump into our reading. So tonight we are doing the City Girls. This is who we're here to do. You guys requested this reading from me. Make sure that you are hitting the like button before we get started. These are new cards. We have all new cards tonight. These are new. If you are learning tarot, these cards specifically, and I'll show you the box. These cards specifically have in your messages, it tells you the upright meaning, it tells you the reverse meaning, it tells you what the Fool card is, that is an air sign, Uranus, and it tells you unlimited possibilities. So this card for people who want to learn tarot, and I intentionally bought them because I don't need to buy them for that reason, but I intentionally bought them because I thought they were pretty cool, and I thought that this would be a good way for y'all to know. So the actual box is this one, and it's the classic tarot, right? It's the classic tarot with the little sun on the back of it. All right. So if you ever want to buy cards where it already has it on there, right? You don't have to write it down and all that. These are the cards for you. They'll tell you what the upright meaning is. They'll tell you what the reverse meaning is. And I will put a link in the description box for the people who want to buy it if you want to learn tarot and have the meanings. How about that? Isn't that cool? So the City Girls, we are doing a reading on the City Girls. This is something, again, that you guys requested. Hit the like button again as you're in. Drop your questions in the chat for the City Girls. I'm going to just let that fall. Drop your questions in the chat for the City Girls. And I'm going to look at the questions that I received. Now, I got questions from one of my clients who's also a subscriber. She sent me some questions on the City Girls. So the first question she put down is, how does Carisha feel about Uzi? The other question she put down is, was Uzi the cause of the City Girls separating? Another question she put is, are they jealous of each other? The fourth question is Pierre P, the owner of Quality Control Music, how does he feel about their behavior towards each other? I think that's a great question. And did Saucy Santana try to divide their friendship? Was Nicki Minaj the cause of them separating, since JT was featured on her Freaky Girl remix? Those are some pretty good questions, right? Those are some pretty good questions. And what y'all think about those questions? Do you think that possibly is a explanation for their divide, or is it deeper than that? But we're going to go ahead and get started. And if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. All right? Drop them in the chat. Let me make sure I'm hearing you. I got all of my devices, right? So we have 3 cards that fell out for them. And this is the Two of Cups. You have the Five of Wands. That's interesting. 2 of Cups and now the Five of Wands along with the 3 of Swords. I would not be surprised, and I'm going to just start this off just like this. I wouldn't be surprised if the City Girls really end up eventually going their own way. Because what you have here is, the first thing you have is their friendship aspects, right? This represents the friendship that they've had, the connection that they've had. You know, the Two of Cups is about the friendship, the connection, the partnership that they've had. But a lot of their positive energy is falling into their past position. Not that they can't ever get back to that place, but their Two of Cups, their friendship aspect is falling in their past position, right? So when you look at it, this talks about, again, a unified partnership. This talks about these people have a purpose together. They have a connection together, right? This is what it shows. But then they turn around next to that, and they end up having the Five of Wands. And as you can see in that Five of Wands, this talks about conflict, all right? Them having conflict. When you see this conflict, notice how many people are inside of this card. So when the question was, is it Uzi? Is it, Saucy? Is it the Nicki Minaj situation? To me, it's a combination of all of it, right? If you had to sit down and say, what could it be? Now, we're going to break it down by one, right? But this could mean it's not one person. It's not 2 people. It starts with the 2 of them, right? They are the City Girls. They decide, right, that they're going to stay together. Most of these groups don't know the value of being together, right? Most of these groups, they start getting big-headed. They start getting their feelings, and they want to separate. They don't understand that they're stronger together, right? This is why so many groups, as they get older and they start to lose their luster, they come back together and start touring again, because they're better together. But people have to go their own way. But to answer the question, when you look at this could represent for them that they've allowed themselves and outside influences to influence their friendship. which represents conflict. When you look at this, this talks about they're in competition with each other. So somebody asks, are they jealous of each other? This is a competition aspect. This is a rivalry aspect. This is conflict, right? This is strife. This is tension. This is what this means for the city girl, right? Tila said, this is sad to me. They literally let the industry tear them apart. They let themselves tear each other apart, right? Because again, we're stronger together. Blue Nola been on YouTube 4 years. Blue Nola been the same Blue Nola the entire time. I'm not gonna let what other YouTubers do tear me apart, tear my channel down. I'm not gonna let the next person what they don't do influence what I have going on my channel. This is Blue Nola Tarot. I dictate what goes on and how. I could have been changed this format up. I could have made it more about me and not the cards, but I choose to keep it about the reading, right? I don't even talk about personal things as much as I used to because I want it to be about the reading, not my love life, not my children, not everything that I got. What are you here for? You're here to look at this, right? You're here to talk about these cards. If you want to hear more personal chit chat, go on Instagram, right? And in their messages, this also talks about here them having what? Tension. So there is tension. And in my mind, based on their messages, there is a possible separation coming up. This is in their future position. And this Three of Swords represents a heartbreaking situation. You know, the Three of Swords represents a loss. The Three of Swords represents sort of like a divorce, right? This is what this talks about. So this represents for them the potential to separate based on what? Again, this conflict. There's, again, conflict, rivalry, competition. They're in competition with each other. And as much as they support each other, they're still in competition. Hell, sisters be in competition with each other, right? Best friends be in competition with each other. What you think two people in the industry gonna be, right? That's considered competition. So this is how easy it is to read these cards if you decide to get them. For the people who want to say, oh, I don't remember everything, oh my god, these cards are fantastic. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the next question. My question is this. We talked a little bit of we talked about rivalry, we talked about competition, but is it the same as jealousy? So let's look at, are they jealous of each other? Give me the energy around, JT. Is she jealous of Carisha? Give me the energy around JT. Is she jealous of Carisha? Give me the energy around JT. JT has the Temperance, the card of Strength. She has the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Give me the energy around Carisha. Is she jealous? Now, who did I say? Did I say JT? Give me the energy around Carisha. Is she jealous of JT? You have we're going to do these. Okay. So is JT jealous of Carisha, right? When I look at this message, this could talk about, right, somebody who can feel like Carisha may be getting more of an advantage than she is, right? People seem to put Carisha then JT next, right? I think she supports Carisha more than just, you remember how she was saying, I feel like I be supporting you, but you don't support me. I feel like I defend you. She has a lot of messages in here. When you look at her Temperance, her Strength card, and her Three of Pentacles, she is a team player, guys. So she is a team player. But again, when a person feels that people are not appreciative, they can do what? They can start to hold back, right? That Four of Pentacles. That Four of Pentacles represents somebody who's going to, pull themselves back. Somebody who's going to start to protect their own energy, because sometimes people can think that they take your kindness for what? A weakness. She does have some insecurity aspects up in here. And now let's go to Carisha. Carisha has the Queen of Cups. She has the Wheel of Fortune. She has the Seven of Pentacles and then the King of Pentacles. Carisha is being more influenced by other people, right? JT is almost like, I'm JT, I've been JT, this is who I am, this is who I'm going to be, fuck you, fuck them, fuck it, right? This is what it talks about. So JT is still JT who started the City Girls, right? A couple of tweaks in here and there, but she's still JT. Where Carisha has allowed herself to be influenced by outside forces. So if I said, Who is being more influenced negatively? Who is getting more, too big for their britches? Who is the one who was allowing Diddy or Saucy or this person or that person to influence her? It would be Carisha. All right. Give me a one if you agree with that. Give me a two if you disagree. It's cool to disagree. Give me a one if you feel that Carisha is being more negatively influenced. Give me a two if you feel JT is being more negatively influenced. Based on their polls, um, she is a little sour patch kid sometimes, but I'm saying who's being most influenced. So put who's like just put their name. Do you feel Carisha's being most influenced, or do you feel JT is being most influenced? Give me just put their names. Don't forget the numbers. Do you feel JT is being most influenced, or Carisha is being most influenced in a negative way? Put their names so we can make sure we're seeing everything. Based on their polls, Carisha is the one that's being more negatively influenced by outside people, right? Getting in her ear, creating a divide. She is also, again, remember, you said Sour Patch Kid? Well, here you go. The Four of Pentacles. That's the Sour Patch Kid, right? That's the person that's going to be filled with dread, anxiety, and their feelings. Oh, Debbie Downer. Right? I felt like Carisha had it better than JT. She was the confidence, run with Diddy, right? So since Brittany, right? She's one of my clients. She says she's a Sour Patch Kid. Was that Brittany? Oh, somebody said she was a Sour Patch Kid. This represents her being a Sour Patch Kid. So the cards didn't lie on her, right? Right? The cards didn't lie on her, but the person that has been most influenced by her environment and the people around her is Carisha, right? This is the person who's changed. What somebody says she's changed the most. She's got the Queen of Cups in her messages. This could represent somebody who could be acting kind of funny, right? You're telling them something. Oh, okay, girl. Okay, I'm telling you something that happened to me, and it's okay, girl, right? The way we used to move, we ain't moving no more, right? Even in your and even in your, what is this? This is Seven of Pentacles. Oh, I like this because they got the number on here. Even on your Seven of Pentacles, that Seven of Pentacles is you getting distracted. You know, you getting distracted. Even in your King of Cups, you letting your man and his little crazy situation and other men influence you. This could represent Saucy. This could represent Diddy. This could represent she's been what? Influence. So let's look at the Queen of Cups in reverse. This talks about somebody who, can have codependency on people, right? That's what it talks about. Somebody who can have a codependency on people. The Queen of Cups for me also could represent somebody who can, now I would say insecurity, codependency, different things like that. She has in her messages too the Wheel of Fortune, right? This talks about a person who can, lack control, right? Can break away from the plan sometimes. Can get into things, right? That's how she got caught up with Diddy. She also has the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, right? Lacking long-term vision, right? Limited. She can get easily, what I said, distracted. And then even in her King of Cups, right? Can act a little bit bad, can be emotional, moody. I would say moody, selfish, right? So the person that's kind of been more influenced, in my opinion, even though she does have some Debbie Downer energy, this is the person that's been, based on her messages, most influence. And they both, you're right, Queen, they both have insecurities. We all have insecurities, right? When I get on here, I'll be like, until I get started, right? Oh God, I'm going live, Jesus. I'm feeling a little shaky. You know what I'm saying? Even like celebrities that's been in the business a long time, they say before they get on stage, they almost you run to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do that, but I definitely be like, you know what I'm saying? We all have our moments, whatever. Once I get started, I'm good, but the person has been changed. I think they both have little, competitive to me still breeds jealousy. So I would say they both do it in different ways. They both do it in different ways. All right. Has JT allowed Uzi to influence her in this partnership with JT? And with Carisha. And she has the card of temperance. That means she's allowed herself to come off track a little bit in her destination, right? Uzi is a very laid back person though. That's something, if she's doing that, that's something she's doing. But in her temperance energy, this could represent, yeah, her relationship with Uzi and some of the things she do can give her some imbalance, right? Different things like that. This can talk about somebody who needs to also too. JT has the messages of she has to realign herself, right? You know how sometimes people have to take breaks to realign themselves before they come back. That's what it talks about here. With her situation with her boyfriend, she does feel like she loves him. He is supportive of her. This represents supportive, and she's happy with him. I mean, I know we see him doing the sachet on the stage with the purse and the voguing, but he's good to her, and he loves her, right? Why is she with Uzi? She loves him, guys. They happy. I mean, listen, at some point they're gonna have to come to terms with what it is, right? We talked about this in our last live, where I feel that, to me, and this is just my opinion, the man is bisexual, right? But at some point, she's gonna have to come to terms with that. At some point, he's gonna have to come to terms with that. That's up to him to come to terms with. He has to come to terms with who he is. If he can't come to terms with it, how is anybody else gonna come to terms with it? She's gonna at some point she's gonna have to see it for what it is. This man, you can't get into cat fights with people behind something that is so obvious and so clear. We're not trying to be mean. I actually like him, his music. Nobody's trying to be mean to him. She is happy with him though. Like, right? They have their moments, but he's not in the middle of their beef. If anything, she's allowing herself to be like, you know, well, I'm gonna be in my relationship and I'm gonna focus on myself and I'm not gonna be worried, that's a person who may pull themselves back, right? But for the most part, he shows up like he wants to see her win. He wants to see the state. He's happy for her. So that is on that. Um, I don't feel he's a cause of the city girl separating. Let me say this to y'all. In everyday life, they got a good friend or somebody you cool with. As soon as they get a boyfriend, they act like they don't know nobody. Come on now. Put your hand up. They get into the situation, they get lost in the sauce, and it's not until they start having little moments in their relationship where they start saying, "Hey, girl, what's up, girl? What's up? How you doing, girl?" or whatever. But he doesn't seem to be keeping any problems inside of their relationship as a friend, right? Again, women sometimes get in relationships and they start to get missing. Um, how does Pierre, the owner from Quality Control Music, how does he feel about these, them on social media, having that little battle, them having their little moments? Give me the energy around that. How many people in the chat got a friend right now, had a friend that as soon as they get a boyfriend, they get missing? Put a 4 in the chat. How many of y'all know that? How many people put a 4? How many people know somebody who get as soon as they get a boyfriend, baby, they don't even know you no more? Okay. Shit. Put a 4 in the chat if you know somebody like that. Okay, period. All right. How does Pierre P, the owner of Quality Control, how does he feel about them having their moments? Give me the energy around that. Ooh. He has the eight of wands, the 6 of swords, the death card, the ace of wands, the 2 of wands, the queen of cups. You know how some men be, that's what women do. You know what I'm saying? Because in his messages here, they're the queen of cups for him, right? This is what women do. Women do this sometimes. Women have their moments sometimes, right? When you see that queen of cups in reverse energy, this talks about women getting their feelings, right? That, they have their moments. This is what they do. Men do it, women do it. This is what they do. But he feels like, regardless of what they go through, he feels like they're gonna keep they still taking care of business, that they eventually work it out, that they're able to make a transition, that they still love each other when it's all said and done, that they're gonna keep moving it forward. you know, the next message here, you know, they're going to overcome the challenge. At the end of the day, they truly support each other. You know, is all they're going to take care, they're going to stand on business and continue. He feels like regardless of what they got going on, they're going to continue to move and grow. So to me, I see him looking at it like this is what people do. This is what women do. This is what groups do. It's a part of what happens, right? He doesn't feed into it to such a great degree. It almost makes you feel like he tries to, almost like that situation where, you know, your mama try to get in the middle of y'all, your daddy try to, you know, he tries to just keep it balanced and support each person in their way. They do have in their messages the Four of Cups, right? And that Four of Cups is again choosing peace, right? And keeping it cool. When you see that Four of Cups in there, this talks about he's aware of what's happening. You know, and he feels like sometimes people need to take breaks, and he does check on them to realign them. So he's one of these people that he's going to check on them to make sure that they realign themselves, right? But for the most part, this looks like a person who he feels like regardless of what they go through, they're going to, if they have something that they need to take care of, they're going to take care of it. It's going to get done, and they're going to keep that shit moving, period. They're going to take care of the business, all right? So that's what he feels about it. I'm gonna ask him, does he have any fear about them separating? I'm gonna throw that extra question in. Give me the energy around Peter. Have they expressed separating to him? Have they expressed that to him about possibly separating? Give me the energy around young Miami. Has she ever expressed, you know, I want to go my own way, my own direction. I don't plan to stay in the city girls forever. Give me the energy around young Miami. Give me the energy around JT. Has she ever expressed, you know, I'm ready to go. I don't want to stay, you know, I'm going to be on my own. Eventually, I'm going to go about my business. And this is to Pierre, right? So we're going to start with young Miami. I feel she has. You know, she has in her messages the Ace of Pentacles. That could talk about, like, listen, I don't want to miss my chance. So, you know, if the opportunity comes, I may take it. I just want to make sure I'm going to do this right. So I do feel she has. She also has in her energy right here. You know, sometimes, you know, this could represent a person not being truly and feeling like they're always in their purpose. So that also talks about it too. Sometimes it's about being happy. It's not about just pleasing another person or being in a group. So I can see where she could have had that conversation. JT also has had that conversation too, right? You know, I will keep doing this as long as it makes sense, as long as I feel like I'm in my purpose. But if I keep getting into conflicts and having conflicts and strife, I don't know. The number 5, it to me could represent some instability, and that instability could represent a conflict, which could represent a loss, right? That's not always, not 5 doesn't always mean that. But also 5 could represent a transformation, a change that's new and exciting. But again, she has in her messages, she's destined in her messages to push off. Her musician represents something that she's gonna be able to adapt to it and move forward. But I do feel like they both, in different ways for different reasons, have talked about them eventually moving into separate realms. Now, let's ask this question. Who will be successful if they decided to just push off, right? You know, will JC be more successful? Will young Miami be more successful if they decided to end the City Girls today, right? We're no longer doing the City Girls. We are done like the Migos, you know. But who will be more successful in the City Girl? Put in the chat who you think it will be. Will it be young Miami or will it be JT? Let's see how intuitive you are. Give me the energy around JT. Will she be more successful, Spirit, if the City Girls move on? Give me the energy around her independence. Solo artist. Will JT be successful over Carisha? Will Carisha be successful over JT? Give me the energy around JT's success as a solo rap artist in the business. Give me the energy around young Miami. Ooh, falling out. Will she be more successful as a solo rap artist? Separate and apart with from her music. Okay. Give me the energy around Carisha. Will she be more successful as an independent artist? JT. JT has the Star card and the Queen of Pentacles. Carisha has the Four of Cups and the King of Cups. All right. Her messages, as far as commercial wise, the people that they push out first is Carisha. JT falls in behind her, right? Let's ask this question. Give me the energy around musically. Who will be more successful musically? Because right now, Carisha's falling in alignment for the person who, when she gets online, they want to know what she's doing, where she's going, how she's doing it. And that could also be in part to the fact that she's connected with, you know, in part to the fact that she have other stuff going. Carisha's like, well, who is this that just said that Carisha is not a rap, but she's more social butterfly, talk show host, yes. So, Carisha has the King of Cups, which represents people naturally can connect to her. Remember we talked about JT having that Debbie Downer thing, right? Not really so likable. That could hurt her. She's going to have to find the balance in her personality on social media and with her audience. Because when you see that Star card in reverse, that could represent that can dim her light. And then even in her Queen of Pentacles, that could represent people may not like your attitude or your energy. That's so important, right? People not seeing me directly on camera. You can go on Instagram and see how I look if you want to. But one thing people trust is what? My energy, what I say, how I say it, that I have an authenticity, a genuine approach, right? You know how many people call me and say, I really booked this reading because I feel like you're going to tell me the truth. I like your energy. I just, how many people say that? That is so important. She got to work on that because that'll be something that will hurt her. So in terms of likability and being kind of in several places at one time, I'm going to have to say it's Carisha, right? It's Carisha. It's Carisha. I know she might give you the same energy and all that stuff, but I'm saying big picture, right? Now let's ask about musically. That's a different question. Give me the energy around. Ooh. Okay. Justice card. So let's put that in there. Give me the energy around musically, who will be better? Give me the energy around musically. Give me the energy around Young Miami musically. Will she be successful as a solo artist? Young Miami. Give me the energy around JT musically. Young JT. JT. Remember, Xavier, she have like selfish energy. When somebody's selfish and they feel like those fights don't apply to them, if it don't apply, move aside. She got a selfishness about her. So if you have a selfishness about yourself, you're not going to be jumping into stuff. You're only going to be worrying about yourself. Right? She always online, leave me alone. I'm tired. So she not willing to fight for herself. How's she fighting for JT? Right? So this is Carisha. This is JT. Musically, JT takes the win, right? The Eight of Wands is about her career musically, is something that resonates with people. I'll be personally honest with you. I like her better as an artist too, musically. Now, so with Carisha, she runs into conflicts. A lot of people don't like maybe, her style of rapping. She sound like she just be all off beat. She just be talking like she's nasally. I don't know. But her her messages in this represent people who don't always like her music. And this represents people disagreeing with her, and this represents a lack of diversity, right? She also has in her also too for here. This represents a loss where people her status it feels like it's lowered. Again, this talks about a lot of people don't feel her authenticity. So that but JT has the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands represents growth and movement and change and then kind of like air just going like this, right? She does have this Ace of Swords. She still needs to work on her personality, because that can represent what? Still the way people judge her. Like, and the way she comes across can cloud people's judgment. But musically, she comes up as the front runner. All right? So, I don't know what Carisha be talking about. I don't know if she let somebody listen to it and be like, girl, redo that. Redo that again. Because sometimes I'm like, is anybody listening to these people? Hey, what's up, Miss Rain? Is anybody listening? Is somebody giving them feedback? Like, y'all just letting these people just put anything out, right? So that's on that. Next question is, and we're about to end this reading. Did Saucy Santana try to divide their friendship? Give me a one in the chat if you feel that Saucy Santana has been instrumental in dividing them, or is he the scapegoat for their friendship? Give me one if you think he's dividing them. Give me a two if you think he's not. Spirit, give me the energy around Saucy Santana. Is he dividing their friendship? Is he in the middle of their friendship, Spirit? Saucy Santana. A one if you feel he's dividing them. A two if you think he is not. I'm going to shuffle while y'all decide. I'm going to deal while y'all decide. Is Saucy Santana instigating, messy, causing confusion, dividing, or is he being helpful? Y'all are funny. Is Saucy Santana dividing them? Unfortunately, he does have some aspects in here that says that, right? Messy boots, messy boots, messy boots, messy boots. Putting your personal beliefs in it. This could actually going against something. Acting foolishly. Giving your perception of something that could happen. He also has the Ten of Cups in here, right? This talks about, can, harm more harm than good. This could represent creating disconnection. These are struggle friendships. So let's read this, because remember, I told y'all to get these cards. This is shattered dreams, broken family, domestic disharmony, disconnection, misaligned values, struggling friendships. Saucy Santana. All right? I want y'all to get these cards because it's going to teach y'all how to do it. Also in that Five of Swords, right? Resentment, right? Making, but on the other hand, he'll sit down and he'll do stuff and then he'll act like he wants them to be friends. But all the while, but girl, watch yourself, girl. I love JT too, but JT be on one, and so a little bit of sugar with a little bit of honey mixed in, right? Eat. Right? That's what that talks about. So I do feel that he does have in his messages that he be doing shit. Right? Just imagine that friend be like, girl, I do love Nina, girl, but Nina, girl, Nina be on one, baby. She be, girl, I don't know how you do it. Is that you really trying to make amends? Well, I don't want her to be out the group. I want her to be a part of it. But girl, keep your eyes open and your ears open for Nina, baby. Is that you really being a friend? Right? You're supposed to be speaking life into both of these girls. Don't take sides. And these girls shouldn't be putting him in it either. Right? Period. Nina, I'm using you today. All right. So that's on that. Did Nicki Minaj put a 3 if you feel he does he actually like JT? He seems like he wanted Carisha to himself. JT said he wanted to sit down with she wanted to sit down with Santana. Okay. Does he actually like JT? Give me the energy around Saucy Santana. Does he actually genuinely like JT? Baby, let me say this. He got the 4 cups to JT. I could take her, I could leave her. She get on my nerves. This represents she get on my damn nerves. Right? I'm not saying he want her out, but that 4 cups can represent baby, small doses, long string. Small doses, long string. Shit, you know? I'll tolerate the King of Cups in reverse, right? You know, when you see this message, this represents somebody who can give somebody bad advice, emotional manipulation, right? Self compassion, making it all about them. This is Saucy Santana's cards. So if anybody's, I would say if anybody's truly like manipulating their friendship, is him. Besides themselves, right? Because at the end of the day, you control that. Okay. Was Nicki Minaj separating them? Give me a 3 if you think Nicki Minaj connection separated them, or give me a 4 if you feel like that's silly. Ooh. Give me a 3 if you feel like Nicki Minaj separated them. Give me a 4 if you feel like that's a no. Give me a 3 if you feel like Nicki Minaj separated them. Give me a 4 if that's a no. I'm rubbing my hands together like Birdman. Well, this is the end of the road for this reading. We're going to come back with another reading. All right. There is a division there, whether it's underlined, whether it's directly or indirectly. That that Lover's card represents conflict for them, and that represents jealousy. And then this also too could represent and that doesn't have, it's about the 2 friends, right? We're talking about them. And then they also have the 5 of Wands, which is again another aspect that relates to conflict. This talks about disharmony, all right, and imbalance, misalignment, right? This represents conflict, talking about bad choices. This is what this talks about. So again, this could be like somebody felt some way about it, okay? But they do have in their messages that could have caused a little bit of tension, even with their 10 of Wands. This talks about, and I want to say this to JT if she ever hears this, because I know a lot of celebrities watch our videos, right, on YouTube. Don't disregard or negate the fact that Carisha carried City Girls while you were in jail. I heard her the other day. I did my part. I carried. You can't carry a damn thing when you're in jail. You have to give credit where credit is due. I'm not saying you got to give credit for 20 years for every year of her life. But when that question is being asked, you should be humble enough to say she carried it, and I definitely supported her as much as I could. But you don't take away from the fact that while you were locked up, you want to make it seem like you did your part. You can't never do your part while you're sitting in jail, right? I know she was writing the raps, but still she had to, everybody can write a rap. I mean, not everybody. They got a lot of people writing raps. I'm saying she carried it, the visuals, the connections. She kept it moving. You can't move shit in jail. Okay? I'm just saying you have to give some credit where credit is due. I'm not saying she got like Nicki Minaj wants to, they want Nicki Minaj to kiss Lil Kim's ass for 20 years. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you have to be able to give credit where credit is due, because this could represent doing it all, carrying the burden, right? that person did that, and you have to give credit to where credit is due. Yeah, you were writing, you were giving it, but she had to get it, or she had to get the thing, arrange it. You know, she had to do more than you had to do. You sitting in jail just writing a rap on a piece of little yellow paper, girl. So give credit where credit is due. All right. So anyway, this is the end of the road for me. I'm gonna take a 15-minute break, and she was pregnant. Yeah. I'm gonna take a 15-minute break, and then we're gonna come back. The next reading will be on Chris Brown and Quavo and the whole beef situation that they have going on. I hope to see you back here. Thank you for participating in this live stream. Don't forget you can book with me at BlueNolaTarot.com. Don't forget, I'm going to link these cards in the description box. I hope you like them. Again, these are very instrumental and very helpful when you read them. So if you're looking to learn how to read, this is a great deck for you. When I get a chance, I'll link this deck in the actual bio. In the description box and in the chat, so that you can buy them for yourself. And I'll just show you the box again. And this is called Classic Tarot. So y'all could take a look at it. And they have the little evil eye in the middle. Okay. All right. I'll see y'all on the next video. But these were fantastic. It's fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. I really enjoyed them. All right. So listen, I'll see y'all on the next video. Give me a 15-minute break and we'll be back soon. Peace and blessings. Bye.